Are you bored of those same old boring DPS powers? Are you currently waiting for money from your mommy to switch powers? Well, here is your new option. Today I am Bkells, your host, and I am bringing you the new iconic DPS power loadout. It is for those of the faint of heart who are extremely and very more extremely bored with their power like I am. And I wouldn't say I'm bored, I was curious to see what I could do with only iconic powers. So here today I present you guys with the iconic power, DPS. Now, it is not very known because most of these powers that are in here are pretty trash. So, stay with me as I lead you guys on a journey to figure out what I'm saying, because I have no idea why I'm talking in a spokesperson voice. So I'm going to talk like the normal person I am. I'm Bkells, and this is my iconic DPS loadout. I was honestly really bored, and I was like, wouldn't it be so cool to make an iconic DPS loadout with only iconic powers? And I don't know if it's cool or I don't know really. I think it might be kind of lame, but it actually kind of works. I wouldn't say it's the best DPS, but I can actually keep up with this guy here. The guy that I'm DPSing with, he's Celestial Full 92. He actually ends up DCing halfway through, so that makes this video a little longer. But I was actually, before he left, I was ahead of him by like 100k before coming to this last boss fight, and you know, I was actually surprised because this guy didn't seem too bad. Like, usually you can tell if someone's awful. He had a pretty decent loadout. So let's go through the powers I'm using. So I don't actually know all their names. Actually, I know most of them, besides the L2 triangle move. So the first power is obviously Neo Venom boost, just to give you a little bit of damage boost to help you out. I know it's a little bit of a long refresh time or whatever you want to call it. So that's your damage boost, and then you're gonna have Sonic something. This is your triangle move. This move is a AoE, close range, kind of like a frost wave or freeze wave from ice type of move. So it's a nice little AoE damage. The two burst moves you're really going to be using are Gag Glove, which is that move right there, and this Sonic Roar something. It's not Sonic Shout. It might be Sonic Cry. So pretty much the way I use these two moves is if all your end targets are in front of you, you're going to be using Gag Glove. If they're kind of like around you in a little circle, you're going to be using Sonic Shout, or not Sonic Shout, Sonic Cry. I'm going to call it Sonic Cry. So yeah, those are your two pretty much burst moves. And then you have Heat Vision, which is your single target move, but you're not going to be using it all the time. Only use it on single targets, of course. When it gets down to only Seriously Alive, I'll be using pretty much 2 Gag Gloves and then a Heat Vision. I actually decided to choose Heat Vision because it does about 3,500 damage, base damage, like the minimum damage you're going to get out of is 3,500. And which is pretty good considering, you know, how long it actually takes you to do the move. So that's not counting any crits or anything. So if you get half of those to be crits, which is going to double half the damage, you're going to get about 5,000 damage out of Heat Vision on a single target. So make sure you're only using it on a single target. And then that last move that I just used that hit for 9,000 almost is the supercharge, the I forgot what it's called, but it's nature sounding. If you couldn't tell, there's like nature things coming out, and it does a massive amount of damage to enemies that are near you. So you want to be close range when you're using that. Also, fun fact about that move is the weapon mastery crit actually counts for that move, so that's how you get so much damage from it. It also heals the team. If you can see, we're getting like mini heals over here. The last power I'm using is obviously a robot sidekick, just for extra damage. So I hope you guys enjoy this. It's not so bland, you know, definitely out of the ordinary. And if you guys like this video, I'd appreciate if you just leave a like, you know, maybe suggest something that's crazy or stupid like this. To be honest, if I get really bored, I'll actually use this again, because I end up beating this guy by like 1.5 mil, and I know he DC'd and all, but yeah, that's crazy. Iconic powers only. This is the best iconic power loadout you'll see until they, you know, either revamp the powers or anything. So I hope you guys enjoy watching. Pretty much just killing CRC the rest of the way out of here. I'm gonna turn on some tunes for you guys to listen to, and hope you guys enjoy. Peace out.